We were good. We were good. Hundreds. It's just that at times when you spend a lot of time with somebody, conversation tends to run out. Or that's just with me. At some point, you guys have nothing to say to each other, and you're just hanging. And then that was one of those moments where we were just hanging, and then the phone call came in. I'm not saying that what I did was right, okay? I'm not saying that.
It doesn't seem like it was wrong either.
That's where I'm getting at right now, is that I'm not saying that what I did was right, but at the same time, I feel like I can't be crucified for what I did. It's not right. Well, it's not right for me to be, pointed at and told that I'm the bad girlfriend because he has had issues since like forever. But then that's another topic for another day. Like insecurities is not what we're covering today. I'm just saying, and it's funny because he started off as a friend as well. Hey. Hey. But anyway, he was just a friend.
But who had called you at that time? Who called you?
Are you asking who specifically?
Yes.
My friend Sabelo.
What relationship do you guys have?
We are friends.
And this guy hadn't voiced any grievances about Sabelo.
Did he know Sabelo? Because you said you hadn't spoken in years until that
I don't think I ever brought Sabelo up.
Oh, so
he was a new friend. Yes.
Yeah,
now that
filled in the forms.
I don't see his paper.
Going through the files now. No, Sabelo's name is not there. No, I think that's what made him mad, is that this is now a new friend on the roster, and now the roster is getting longer and longer all of a sudden.
Do the paperwork.
And remember, I mean, with a person like myself, I value my friendships. Like all of my friends, have a very, very special place in my life. Irrespective of the gender, it depends, of course, on like how long I've known you and like how well we know each other. If it's, let's say, I met Tumi yesterday and then now today, I wouldn't really say that Tumi is someone I would call my friend. He's just the dude I met yesterday. Give me the end of the week, he'd probably end up being my friend by the end of the week, depending on how we vibe. Yeah, I'm a very friendly person. Me, I don't shut people out.
What do you think?
In life.
What do you think we vibe?
I mean, I'm a very friendly person.
So quick, bro.
That's all we know.
Maybe then
and
again,
it's not
I
even...
notice friendships. I don't say, he's my friend now. I notice that it is a friendship when it happened, it's been happening.
You see, so I don't know. Maybe I take my friendships too seriously,
Would
and
you
that's
have
what bothers him.
Somehow, had he added female friends to the roster?
No, honestly, no.
If it was a new female on the other end of the call, would you have felt somehow?
Probably until I ask questions. I asked like, okay, so how did you guys meet? So you guys are friends? Okay, sure. It wouldn't even be like a questionnaire. Don't look at me like that. It wouldn't be a questionnaire. It would just be, where did you guys meet? Okay. Is there a mutual friend perhaps somewhere between the two of you? Or did you just see her and said, yes, I'm going to talk to her?
How would you
those
have
are the
felt?
kind of questions that I would ask.
I don't know. Like Vianney said, 5 minutes is really not that long though, but it's just 5 minutes. And okay, with me, unless I get that feeling we discussed earlier on, if I don't get that and he confirms that it really is just a friend, I mean, it's just a friend. Maybe I get too comfortable and secure in my relationship, but I'm just saying though,
that's my problem as well, is that I feel like we're boys. Like, even though we're dating, we're still boys, bruh. So I don't expect you to get mad if there are certain things that I do. But if you do get mad, tell me so that I can correct what's wrong. Just don't freak out, because the minute you freak out and you act all melodramatic about it, I'm not going to take you seriously after that.
I think what guys like in a relationship is exclusiveness. What? Exclusivity.
Exclusivity, yeah.
That. So, because, like, I think with him, it's just he didn't mind the friends, because, at least you can write an application for a friend. But as long as he's the guy, like, he just wants to be above everyone else. And that call, I think he just felt like, I don't even know this guy, who is he? And now he's calling. But still, I'm just saying, I'm not defending him, but I'm just...
His place in my life went without saying. Like, he knew where he stood with me. And I always, like, when I'm in a relationship with a person, I make sure that they know where they stand with me. So you don't have to worry if I bump into Dumi, I'm like, loser, and then I start saying things, and like we start talking the way we do, and then he gets mad. Then that's when I'm like, listen, but I feel like I gave in Dumi's form. I feel like I've been talking about Dumi, and you know about Dumi, so why are you tripping?
While we're at this, let's discuss hugs.
Jesus.
You will go first, friend. Let's discuss hugs.
Do you want to discuss the types of hugs?
Yeah,
There's
like
types.
Yeah.
you know, between your person
Yeah.
and another opposite
Yeah.
sex friend.
So there's the church
did
hug,
not
right?
The church hug.
I love that one. That was very funny. Actually, there are different types of church hugs. There's the side one, right?
Okay.
And then there's the one where you like
Yeah.
pat each other on the shoulder. Like,
While
haha.
keeping a meter
Well done.
distance
You know what,
between
you
you.
know
The
what I'm
Holy
saying?
Spirit.
You're keeping God between the two of you. Yeah, there are those hugs. And then I guess there's just like, there's a normal hug where you're not really, you're embracing someone. You're not
But not
squeezing.
really.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
it's not the squeezing type of hug. You just
So which
embrace
one
it.
would you prefer your man did with a female friend?
High five.
Fist bump.
It goes without saying.
Okay, Vianney
high
clearly
fives.
agrees to this.
High
But now,
fives.
here's a question. What if I'm a guy who squeezes tight when he gives hugs? And we started off as friends. So that is what you know from my side. So there is no change from when we met to now that we are 2 years into the
This is
relationship.
me as your girlfriend
Yes.
now.
And then I meet another friend. And then I hug her the same way. Do you have a
The
problem?
same way you hug me.
Yes.
Yes, it's a problem.
I don't see how.
It's my hug.
But
It's like using the same pet name that you call me with another girl. I
It's
remember
like how I call everybody bae.
I remember I was in a relationship once, and then I found out later that this guy was using the same pet name with me that he used with his ex-girlfriend. I didn't want it. Like, I was like, you can keep that.
but
I
now
don't
if
want
I call you babe.
it. That's
No.
different. Baby's universal.
Okay.
No, dude.
Universal?
It is.
So now
Nah.
between relationships I must change what I call these people.
No, for instance, let's say you called me Sweet Pea. You can't now call Lee Sweet Pea.
What if that's
If I knew that you called her sweet pea before, I might have a problem.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You're not
name.
being creative,
You can keep
yeah.
it.
You're not being innovative. Like, you're just recycling the same name.
How different am I
between
now
us.
to this ex
You know
of
what I'm
yours?
saying? Besides the fact that she's the past, I'm the present. There's no
I
difference.
don't
really.
see a
Yeah,
problem.
but back to the hugs.
Yes, love. Back to the hugs.
Yeah, like I just think it hugs like there's also the duration of the hug.
Hey,
There's
my
also
guy.
The position of the hands in the hug, the strength, like how there's a lot of elements in
Man.
a hug that we like.
Yo.
I just think that look, it's fine. You can hug a guy, but you must be able to hug me also that same way. That guy must be able to hug me the same way. It mustn't be awkward. It mustn't be awkward when the guy hugs me.
You know the dynamics of hugs. Hugs do things to people, bro. That's why I say that Bae should give her a high five. Cause he could squeeze, give
But now,
those Bae
here's the
hugs
thing.
that make
Here's
her
the
feel
thing.
feelings.
You saying this guy must distance himself from his friends once he's in a relationship. And I don't agree with
It's
that.
just a hug. It's
Female
not
friends.
distancing.
No, even then, you don't know the nature of the relationship between
but
these
that
female
Bae
friends.
hug- I don't
Okay,
wanna
so now you have known her for like 10 years and then I come into the picture. I can't tell you.
No, I'm not saying you can't tell me.
Loosen
I'm
the
saying,
reins a little
bruh,
bit.
this is me. This is who I am with this person. This person is my friend. This person can sleep in my house. And with you there, and nothing will happen. There will be no awkwardness. This person will not
Damn straight, 'cause
sleep
she's sleeping
into
on
my
the
room.
There's no doubt about it.
Oh
No doubt
man.
about it, bro. I'm not even gonna argue that one. Yes, she can sleep over. but
Yes,
she's sleeping on the
she's
couch.
sleeping on the. What I'm saying is there will be no. You won't sense anything.
You see, it goes back to the vibes thing, my guy. You could be giving her a hug and you squeeze, and immediately I will look at this girl and think that she's a friend, depending on the kind of vibes that she gives. That's why. Hugs. I'm telling you, they do things to people.
But now, the relationship the three of us have, I'm in a relationship with Chloe. You guys don't know each other though.
Okay.
I give you a hug. The hug that I'm talking about. What? No. You guys are friends, actually. Let's go back to that.
Okay.
You guys are friends. I give her the same hug I give you. Is that a problem?
She has a problem with it. She just said that she has a problem with it.
Even now, already, with your friend.
Look, friends steal each other's boyfriends. Okay, I've seen this happen since high
What
school.
stops sisters?
It happens in
Thank you.
40s. Like it happened. Like yeah.
It happens.
I
You
don't
can't trust
agree with you
anybody.
guys, though.
When you're in a relationship, your guard must come up like 100, right? With like barbed wires and everything. It's like because you know it's funny how the universe works. The minute you get into a relationship, people start coming.
Right?
Like all of a sudden you get those hey stranger text messages, you get phone calls from old friends who just wanted to check in
12
and
months
see how
you
you
were
were
single.
You know what
12
I'm saying?
months.
You know, and no
Get
one wanted
into
to
a
say
relationship.
anything. No one bothered about you except those few people on Twitter. But that's as far as that goes. And then now all of a sudden you're in a relationship. Everybody's here. You attract people when you're attracted to someone.
Yeah.
It's the way the universe works. Or that's my observation of how the universe works. And then eventually, at some point, for some people, it becomes impossible for them to manage everyone in their lives now because there's just so many people.
But then it's up
Then it
to,
becomes
it's up to the
frustrating for
hugger.
Bay now.
It's up to the hugger to draw a line then.
Let's say this was an ex.
That I'm hugging.
That
Dog,
your
that's
girl is
that
hugging
you're getting a
with that
handshake.
bear hug that you like. Would you want your woman to be bear hugged by
Is
her
this
ex?
how he hugs everybody?
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. You just saw
Yeah.
it for the first time.
Okay, sharp. Then I might have a problem, but then it needs to be explained. You can't
see,
just take
that's
something
another
out of
unnecessary
context.
conversation that you want to have.
No, it's not.
Why must he sit down in conference?
No,
with
not
you and say,
him.
"Listen."
Not him. He's not a part of my life. That man.
Oh, so
he's
she
just
must.
passing by.
She must explain the hug.
Yes.
Just explain and say no. He hugs everyone like that.
Yeah,
Nah.
and then if
But how does she know? You see, I don't know. How does she?
because he's
you
an
see
ex,
this?
she would have had a problem with that in their relationship. Then
Love, what's your view on this?
Sorry,
Nah.
I'm alone in this.
Yeah.
You're alone.
I buddy no.
You are by yourself.
Because I mean, it's some people. Some people kiss and say hi to their friends.
I no.
So what if he does that to everyone?
What if that's how he says hi to all his
But
friends?
then
All
now
his
they.
friends.
Here's the thing. It's like saying some people slap each other on the butts.
So actually, some
It
people
does. They
Some people do.
Yeah.
There's friends that, hey,
A guy and a girl.
guy
Yeah.
and girl.
But now these friends must know where to draw the line. I'm with my
I have
person
actually
here.
I have friends, but I had to draw the line. Like actually now,
You see? It was up to him to draw the line. That's what I'm getting at. It's up to the person you were in a relationship
But you
with
just
to-
said you don't want your girl to now draw the hugging line because that's how you hug.
No. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is what she was saying. As soon as there are a million people coming attracted to you, when you're attracted to somebody else, you must draw the line and be like, guys, okay. You see, I feel like this hug is doing something. So high five, buddy. And then that's how it stays now.
Okay,
That's
so
how it
you're
is to
saying
everybody.
if you ever got into a relationship and your girlfriend said, I don't like this bear hug business, you draw the line. Regardless of whether that's how you give hugs.
If she doesn't like it, I don't know actually.
I think what Tumi's trying to say is that it's up to Bay to decide how these hugs
It's
are
not
conducted.
up to the other person. It's up to the person giving the
Yeah.
hugs.
Oh, okay. So how would you handle the situation? seeing
If
that
then
you are
there's
the hug
suddenly
giver?
17 people coming now because this hug makes them feel like maybe I want, then I'll draw the line. I'll have
But
to draw
now,
the line.
let's say Bay is comfortable with these nice
Yeah.
little Bay hugs that give her inner feelings, get her inner feelings. Like her friend hugs her like that, and she's okay with that. Would that sit? Would that
I'm
sit
not sure
fine
what
with
you say.
Like you know,
like
Please
I can't
stop
even-
saying
I
bae.
can't
Say
even-
your girlfriend
Okay, your
or whatever.
girlfriend. Let's
Yeah?
say your girlfriend is okay with these really nice, warm, fuzzy
From other
hair,
guys.
like Bay hugs.
From other guys.
From other guys.
She is.
She's fine with
Okay.
it. And then it doesn't sit well with you. Would
Yeah.
you? Do you feel like you would be within your limits, your parameters to address this issue?
Yes, I'll say I don't like it. I won't say stop it.
Okay, so you're not the type that's assertive. You just say, look, I'm giving you the option. to stop.
No, I'm
but
not saying I'm
understand.
giving you. I'm letting
Yeah.
my feelings known. What you take from that is what you take
But
from
see,
that.
I
Okay.
think that question covers like almost everything, like the guy friends, the ex friends, because it's all about understanding. Like, you could like the hug, but like the girlfriend could like the hug, and I don't like the hug, and it just understand that this is how I feel. I'm not saying stop, but it just feels better when you understand. Like, it's like, yo, he doesn't
Know
like
that
it.
if I'm acting weird after you get the hug,
Yeah.
that it's about this.
Is there a common ground that we could perhaps reach? Because I mean, I like the hug.
Then that'll have to be discussed.
Like, no, but do you think that it is possible for there to be a common ground? For me to say, okay, I hear what you're saying, I know it makes you feel uncomfortable, but I kind of like those hugs. So help me to help you to help me.
Then that will have to be discussed. I'd probably say, okay, Sharp, your female friends or your friends that I know, or something like that.
Yes, what about?
Those are the people who can give you that kind of hug. If this person, no new applications shall be accepted. We have reached capacity.
Alright, okay, no. Then that's fine. That's fair. But I don't know, in terms of like friendships with people of the opposite sex, I don't have a problem with it. He can have female friends.
How do you
I'm
feel with
fine
him
with
being
that.
friends with his ex?
You see, the ex is a different story. Because there's history there.
Uh-huh.
And like Dumi says, he's seen the bumps. He knows the bumps. if ever it happened that their relationship was like that. He knows her. And he probably knows her way better than he knows me. And sometimes girls can be manipulative, like they come back into his life as a friend and then remind him of all of the awesome times that they had. And because he probably hasn't completely healed from that relationship, he might go back. But then, of course, it goes back to it depending on his character, that kind of person
Might
that
be
he
going
is.
through a bad patch
During
that time. And
Yeah.
then he comes, that guy.
It's amazing how exes tend to show up when things go wrong.
Right?
Okay?
Exactly.
When you're no longer within, then all of a sudden, hey stranger, how you doing? And then they look better. They look better. And then you're thinking to yourself, man, why? And I no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't like exes. Like, zero. Like, I mean, I don't tell her that you're not allowed to hang out, but I make it clear that
you're not comfortable.
I'm not comfortable with exes.
Oh, he's very vocal. To me, you just ended up with he knows the bums, but other than he knows the bums, what is your problem with your girl being a friend with her ex?
I don't think I have one. I'm not sure I have one.
So you'd be comfortable.
But then it can't be the kind of friendship that you call each other like a night shift or something.
Obviously
It can't
not.
be that.
I mean, they're exes. I feel like they know that they would be overstepping boundaries, and yeah, now the girl, she knows that it would piss you off. Night shift situations, bruh. That's like
It's baby.
it's after 9 things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of in fact,
So 9
it's
is
actually
like-
quite funny. It reminds me of the story that I told you this morning, right? Here's a guy friend of mine. He just recently, well, not recently, like he got into a relationship with this girl. I think it was in February or somewhere along the lines, right? And then he's known another girl for years, like a long time. But then the other girl that he's known longer, they had a thing. It wasn't really a relationship. It was just a fling. Like they were together. And then he meets this girl, and then he says, "Okay, listen, buddy, I've got a girlfriend now. I can't do this. Shut." And then life goes on. And then the female friend from the past gives him a call. Let's say this call happened at like 8 p.m. I feel like 8 p.m. is still early, or unless it's just me. But then the girlfriend got angry, and then she labeled this phone call as a booty call, right? She gets touched. She was there when this call happened, right? And then she gets angry and instructs the man to not accept calls from females ever again. Like ever. No
So
matter
not
what
even
time.
at
It could
1
be 7 a.m. It
PM.
could be 1 p.m. Doesn't matter. As long as you're a female, you are not allowed to answer that call. Period. Done.
But you see that okay. She has a point to, like, I understand why she's angry.
I also
but
get
those
it.
restrictions,
Yeah,
because
that's-
now it causes the guy to lie. Every time someone calls us, now it's my mom. You know?
But even then, if somebody calls out around at 8 and you don't answer the call, she'll be like, "Who's that? Why aren't you answering the call? I want to know what you guys are going to talk about."
And
It
by
brings up
the
shit
way,
like that,
this
stuff like that.
wasn't even a phone call that, where she was trying to patch things up. She was just calling Jay to say hi. Because they left off when they cut ties, they cut ties on a good note. They were friends. So that still continued on until up to this point, this phone call. Girlfriend gets mad, tells him, nope, don't do it again, right? And then she stops calling. This girl respects the girlfriend now. She's like, okay, I won't call because it's going to piss her off and ruin your relationship. It's cool. And then she has a dream. Let's say she has a disturbing dream about this guy. And then she sends a text message to say, listen, I had a disturbing dream about you. Dude, are you okay? And then the girlfriend stumbles upon the text message and she freaks out. She's like,
Stumbles upon, or was she looking?
okay,
It
let's say
sounds
she was looking.
because she sounds like.
Let me not even sugarcoat. Let me
You have to unlock the phone, find the SMS.
all right. Let me not sugarcoat this one. She found it. She found it, and she got mad, and it became an issue where now she's got passwords to his social network accounts.
Yeah.
Like, for example, okay, there's a picture, but they won't be able to see it. He took a screen munch of a conversation that they had, where she took a screen munch of a friend request that he got on Facebook, right?
What?
We do friend requests.
Okay,
now.
look,
Yo.
Dumi gets a friend request on Facebook, right? I have access to Dumi's profile. I take a screen grab or screen munch, and then I send it to Dumi. I'm like, this girl, who is she? And why haven't you accepted this friend request yet? Things
So I
like
don't
that.
wanna.
And then you feel like it's unnecessary for her to police over you like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you ignore her. She sends text message after text message saying, why are you ignoring me? Did you accept that friend request? Oh, okay, so you're sleeping, but then you're online on Facebook. All right, it's fine. Ignore me. That's crazy.
Okay, can I just point out that I've been with Vuyani for 3 years, and not once have I ever known his Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Do you have a code on your phone? It's unnecessary though, but why?
Hey, bruh.
Like, okay, first of all, I understand why she was angry with the phone call. I get it. Because he probably did tell her the nature of the friendship that he had
Yes,
with
he
the
did,
girl.
yeah.
at the end.
When-
Okay, so I
yeah.
can get that she's a little insecure, why she's still calling you. But after he's explained, really?
But
You're
I
not
feel like
allowed
she
to-
was listening in on this conversation. Let's say she was listening in on
Oh,
this
so
phone
she
call
heard something
conversation.
she didn't like.
So, let's say I'm talking to the guy and I'm saying, hey man, like I haven't spoken to you in a minute. I'm just calling to say what's up. Then she freaks out. She just loses her mind. She's like, why is this girl calling me? Like, this is a booty call. Look what time it is.
No, look.
Things like that. It's like, hey, it's
At first-
8 p.m. Calm down.
At
There's
first
still
glance-
generations on TV. I
At
don't
first
see why
glance,
we're
I
freaking
think
out.
this girl is just trying to find a way back in. She's on that hey stranger tip. Why is she calling? It wouldn't even be the fact
So
that she
regardless
called
of what time she called.
Listen, yes, I was about to say it wouldn't even be about the 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. It would just be this girl is lonely. She's trying to now ruin what I have. But after he's explained that they ended whatever it was, the situationship, on a good note, and understand, she's just saying hi. She is now a friend. So there'd be no reason to overreact and even add the boundaries to no woman at all. And now we're on
woman.
Facebook.
Like,
That's
he's-
just retarded.
He's not allowed to answer phone calls
Yeah,
from
but it's
females,
tricky.
period.
That's a tricky situation because they had a very awkward, a very funny relationship. It's like if you're like a heavy smoker and you quit smoking, and then you just have cigarettes in your bag. You just buy. I quit smoking, but you just have. Why do you have them in your bag? It's like, why are you still calling?
Okay.
So
You can
Because-
go back, but you are thinking about it.
exactly. So that relationship, I would prefer that relationship kind of ends because
Okay,
it depends how. I don't know, but maybe depends how close they were. But
But okay, so what you're saying is you're the type that if it happens that you cut ties with someone, they must be cut like umbilical cord vibes. Like it
Reduced.
must not
Reduced, yeah.
But then that's kind of what happened though.
Yeah, but when you reduce, you don't call
That's
it-
kind of their situation. They were still in contact with each other.
Okay.
They were still friends, just
Yeah.
not friends like that anymore because now he's in a relationship. That's a reduced tie. But now, what I'm asking is, are you the type that will cut off completely? Like, I am
No,
not
not
going to call you
completely.
anymore. I will unfollow you from Twitter. I'll block you on Facebook. Delete your number. Everything.
I wouldn't mind, but that's like I wouldn't. No, but it's
Okay, but now that he said that, yeah, it is tricky. Because how different is she now from an ex?
that's the
She's
thing. That's
technically
why
an ex
see,
without-
if it was
Yeah,
an ex,
without the ex.
exactly.
Yeah. She's an
Yeah,
ex.
she's technically an ex
Because
without
it's
the
easier when
ex.
it's an ex. It's like no, but this ended, so why is she calling? But with it's a friend.
But I feel like, if they ended off on a good note, she's still a friend. She's
Hey,
entitled to catch up.
I
right?
have guys I've ended with, on a good note, like, you know what, but he's still an ex.
Well, I can tell you this much. I've always had like issues with boyfriends because my best friend is a dude. We've been friends like since the beginning of high school. We've always been boys. From my end, I've never caught feelings for him. So I don't know about him. He can speak for himself, but I've never caught feelings for my best friend. And every time I meet a guy that could potentially be my boyfriend, I make it known. Listen, by the way, my best friend is a dude. And of course, like at that time, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, no, it's okay, it's alright." But then the nature of my friendship with Gift is such that we talk about everything, like all the time. Not that we're constantly in communication. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying we talk
are no
about
boundaries.
Yeah, there are no boundaries with him. Of course, like physical boundaries. Like we know, hey man, I'm gonna give you a hug, and that's as far as physical contact goes, or maybe the occasional high five, but that's it. Other than that, Gift knows that this is not his body. This is not where he's supposed to go at all.
Okay.
And even then, I feel like I'm not Gift's type, so it makes it that much easier for us to be friends.
Yes, that's another thing. This is my final view. Going back to Peter and I's friendship. He was
You remember
short.
that? I even forgot that you spoke about him, bro.
It was my opening line. He's short, I'm tall, so we're
So you-
just
Oh,
not
no, let's
vibing
not start that.
at all,
Yeah.
So I once had an opposite friendship. It worked. So my attitude towards it is it can work. It's possible. What are your final views?
It can work, but you need to say, buddy, buddy. Just
Buddy.
know that you are not going to get into this body. This is my body.
Love,
Okay.
what are your final views?
Yeah, I think in the relationship, we must just understand each other. Like let's not have stop being insecure. Just get over it. It's just let's understand each other.
That's another topic. Another day, my guy.
Look at me all on fire.
He was about to lose his mind.
Yeah. What did I say?
Gosh.
Yeah. So I just think we need to understand each other, because when you understand, then maybe you act in accordance with how he feels, and because you need to sacrifice some things in a relationship.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what I think.
What do you think?
What do I think? Common ground is important, my dude. And if you talk to your partner about these things early enough, so that the cards are on the table, no surprises, and if it just so happens that this person needs applications for every new friend that comes in, then at least be honest enough to say that, look, this is just a friend. I met him however long ago, I met her however long ago. Communication.
Do you still believe that the line needs to be told when the other person properly catches
Oh,
feelings?
like as friends?
Yeah.
I feel like if you are human, you will tell me when you are catching feelings, and then that's when we will have the conversation.
So you won't have
As
a
long
conversation
as I'm
before.
gonna be your secret crush, it has nothing to do with me because I don't know.
Oh,
Me, I'm
okay.
oblivious to what's happening, so I don't know what's going on in your mind when you see me.
Okay, bye-bye then.
That's that.
Bye bye.